Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Strike, this time for the second stream in the series. Today we've got a really fun one. I'm going to be playing the game as I normally do, giving you guys some tips along the way, showing you how I progress through the game of Soul Strike. But at the same time, we also have a preview of the upcoming collaboration with Summoner's War to talk about. I have practically the whole update with me today, so in a little bit, we're going to go over that together. So if you're a fan of Summoner's War, hopefully there's going to be something cool in there for you. I see Collab Backstore over on YouTube saying, okay, let's see if this is going to be something interesting. I think I've got something really cool for you guys today, so we can look forward to that. In the meantime, I haven't played Soul Strike today at all, and that is by design because I want to have as many red dots as possible. So let's go ahead and start just by chasing the red dot. If this is your first time seeing Soul Strike, by the way, let me know. I know there's a lot going on screen right now, and that is partially my bad. I've got my AoE build on right now, and that means that there are a lot of lights, a lot of vibrant colors, which is admittedly what kind of drew me into Soul Strike in the beginning. But for now, just enjoy this. This might not be exactly what your Soul Strike is gonna look like immediately when you download the game. You might not have that giant sword raining down from heaven on top of your enemies. What's going on, White Kitsune? How are you? And both Come To Us USAs. Welcome to the chat, Come To Us USA. Let's look around, guys. So normally what I like to do is I start with summons, and you guys are more than welcome to stop me if I'm ever going too fast. But I'm just glad you all are here to join me today. I just finished streaming Summoner's War, actually. I was streaming Summoner's War for about an hour and a half, had Tyler Once in Love on with me too, and we were doing account reviews and progression tips. And so the plan is to do something that's like very similar here. With that, where I just kind of show you guys how to interact with the game, how I interact with it too. I normally start with my ad summons as well. And just as a heads up, for the gameplay that you're seeing on screen here today on my personal account, I did purchase the ad remover pack. When you download the game, there are ads and you get benefits for watching them. If you get the ad remover pack, you basically just get all the benefits of watching the ads, but without all the time. And I didn't want to put you guys there. You don't necessarily need to get that pack. That's completely up to you, but I wanted to do it for your viewing pleasure. Toffer, what's up, says, let's go. And Adam the One says, hey, Evan, Soul Strike has come to us. It is come to us. It's come to us as newest and only idle RPG. And it is, it's actually like so dope. So this is the whole reason why I wanted to like stream it in the beginning. I really got hooked on this game. Like I talked about this at length during the first one, but like I've played a lot of idle RPGs, not necessarily under the Come To Us umbrella in the past. But this one has resolved a lot of my issues that I've had with the genre in general. So this is the only one that's hooked me. And I think that's important enough to want to highlight on stream and talk about on YouTube and interact with you guys. Adam says, it was nice meeting you in the Summoner's War Festival. Dude, thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming. It was nice meeting you too. I honestly, I love the festival and all of the meetups for exactly that reason. I love getting to hang out with other Summoner's War players and stuff. Oh, and if you guys are just joining in, I shouted it out at the start, but there is a Summoner's War collaboration coming to Soul Strike. So we're gonna be going over that in detail in just a few minutes. Guys, do you mind if I converse with my star friend real quick? Sorry, this is gonna take my attention away from the chat. Quick tip for this one is that if you hold down the button, it's usually easier to time it on release than it is to time it on press. So that's just something that I find is helpful, but it took me a second to realize that was an option. Conga Maniac says, ad remover pack is such a good investment for the game. I know, that's what I'm saying. My time in Soul Strike has very much improved since purchasing that pack. Again, this is me not telling you to buy it. This is me just saying my experience. Let's chase the red dot, fam. Y'all are distracting me from my red dot shenanigans. I'm getting my missions. I'm getting my mail. I'm going to the events. We're gonna do both of these and just get some ether. You just blew my mind with that star tip. That's what I'm here for. Dude, I discovered that on accident. And when I found it out, it was legitimately like a game changer. Who's getting the collaboration? Great question. D nice. We'll be specific. Soul Strike is going to be getting Summoner's War items, characters, etc. And we're gonna go into detail. Like legit, the characters are just rendered so lovingly into this game. It's also getting Trial of Ascension, like all of TOA, which is crazy, but we'll talk about it in a few minutes. Let me just keep getting my rewards because again, I very, very intentionally didn't do this so that way you guys could have a lot of stuff to watch. I haven't even redeemed my guide missions for the day. I'm not gonna do well, I don't know, chat, should I do the Toy Kingdom escape? Let's do the Toy Kingdom escape for now. So if I'm not mistaken, unless something has changed, I believe if you hang out right here at the bottom, this is a really good spot. I believe that's like kind of this is the zone where you don't need to interact it too much for a little while, and then you just hold the skill. Oh shoot, no, that was my own, this is user error. This is user error. Please come back. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. So we just need to use this to dodge the big bombs. Thank you for that. I'm gonna move into it. Did I actually get like sniped by a bomb there, or was that just time? Might have been time. Might have been time. I'm happy for that if that's the case. What SW monster are they adding to Soul Strike? Larkian, just to give like a little bit of a tease for now, there's gonna be 4 monsters, but in a way there are 6, and I'll elaborate on that, and I'll elaborate soon. Like you'll see what I mean. Like the way that they sneak in the 5th and the 6th is kind of sneaky, and it might like sneak by you if you're not a Summoner Sport player. But like, it was very cool. GG Blitz, this game looking kind of cute, not gonna lie. I might want to get on. Dude, you should. Also, we do have a coupon code today. I don't think it's on screen right now. Mitchell, when you get a chance, could you bring up that coupon? Dude, thank you so much. Everybody, shout out to Mitchell, by the way. Shout out Mitchell, dude, he's the best. He's running the stream for us. That's a coupon code for 100 skill summons. Like, that's the other thing, is that like this game is very good at like giving you things, I've noticed. Like, I have never wanted for much besides like the wood and the ore, so that way I can upgrade my shelter, if I'm being honest. In fact, guys, this is not necessary. I don't know if people do this a ton, by the way. I don't know if this is something everybody does, but like when I go into the general shop, I am still buying iron ore and oak timber in the shop. That's something that is going to be up to you, but just something in the early game. I don't think this is going to be as much of an issue in the late game. I'm not in the late game. I'm in like the early mid game, right? That's kind of where I'm at. I still very much need building materials, and you can get some from the shop. It actually took me a little while to realize you can. Let me just redeem all of my ad-free stuff real quick. Yo, SW could be learning something, says JG Blitz. I know. How do we claim the coupon? Excellent question. In fact, let me demonstrate by claiming it myself. Stand by. So you come up into the menu. Menu first, then notice, then you go in. Oh, bro, tell me this game has auto farm. Yes, it's got auto farm. Dude, this is an idle RPG. But at the same time, it's like the reason why I like it so much is, well, it's actually, there are a few reasons why I like it so much. The first reason why I like it so much is because like, there are very much times where I kind of need to pilot my character still. Like, he will not always make the smartest decision. And I have to tell you that from a position of like previous idle RPGs that I've played, compared to this one, that is a positive. That is definitely a positive. I still want to be interacting with the game. Speaking of which, there is no shortage of stuff to do. Like, I'm always chasing the red dot. When you hear me say that, I'm always interacting. So yes, it's idle, but my hands aren't exactly idle. I'm playing it. And then there is no such thing as a bad summon. And I'll elaborate on that more when we summon. So now that we're here in the Notice tab, right? So you come back to the menu, Notice, you tap Events and scroll all the way down, and you'll see a promo code right there. And so today's promo code is Soul Strike Live 05. We'll enter that. It has been redeemed. And there's my, in the mailbox right there, I got 100 skill summons, so we can summon that. JG Blitz, thank you, dude. Heck yes, I'm downloading it right now, let's go. You're welcome for the coupon code, 295JJang. I'm gonna claim mine too. We'll summon that in just a minute. Let me just redeem some of these. Oh, and also where I'm farming right now is like the Conqueror floors. I'm gonna be chilling here for, well, I don't have to chill here, but I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Let me go to the content real quick. Actually, let me upgrade. Sorry guys, I'm kind of distracting myself. I'm gonna dump most of this into attack and crit damage for now, and then I'm gonna go advanced attack, because most skills scale with attack. So attack is generally a really good investment. There is a point in the game where you're gonna be needing like HP and defense, but you'll know it when you see it. It's gonna be something that you kind of tech upgrade. It's not something you always have to upgrade, if that makes sense. I'm also gonna do a little bit of default MP, just because that's something that I've run into recently. something I've run into recently. I really want to emphasize that. It's like, that isn't something you need to go to right away. And then let's go to the content. I'm going to do the Orcish punching bag because this one is kind of important for the Awakening Cube, so we're going to do it. 100 scrolls basically from the coupon. Yes, exactly. You'll see. I'll summon these for you, JG Blitz. I'll show you. Larkian says too many red dots. Dude, Larkian, I love the red dots. Come to Us USA says red dot heaven. Well, I think Come to Us USA might be a little bit biased, but at the same time, like, I think the red dots are exactly what make this game, like, so much fun to me. It's like I said, it's idle, but in like air quotes, because I'm very much interacting with it a lot of times. So if you guys download it and if you have questions, please ask me, but at the same time, I'm not like gonna be the definitive source for a lot of stuff because I definitely acknowledge, again, I'm not in the late game yet, but we had some people in the last stream who were in the late game too. So like we do have folks here who can be that repository of information that can kind of help. Aluseri says, thanks for the promo. You're welcome, dude. Game idle, UI idle, not so much, exactly. And so I'm going to just kind of wipe this out and just get the rewards so I don't have to run it multiple times, which is another very fortunate feature. I haven't been able to beat 499 pots. See, Aluseri says, I have a higher level than you though. Exactly. So it's like, if you have questions, like I'm here, but Aluseri might actually be an even better choice. So, holy, you pronounced my nickname correctly on the first try. Dude, I know you like that. We're close like that. William Shea, thank you for the download. Let's go. I don't know if I want to try this yet, so let me just briefly like pause the red dot chasing for a second. So I've got different builds right now. So this is the one that I'm on currently. This is my AoE build. This is essentially like my farming build, right? And I do run this for bosses, but if I know that it's a difficult boss, I'll swap over to my single target damage build. And then this is my infinite pot build, which I'm like, it started out as a meme, and then I started realizing, wait a minute, I actually like need this. Like the infinite pot build is super necessary. Let me swap to this, and then let me change my allies as well. Oh, this is something I haven't shown you guys too. There are allies in the game, so I can just kind of show you. So these are the allies. I think the allies are really cool. They don't do a lot of damage. So when you're upgrading stuff, just bear in mind that ally damage is not generally that good to invest in. However, they have effects that are good. For instance, I have like a light bleed build going on right now, where I have an ally that applies bleed, and then I have a skill that does like 100% more damage if my enemies are bleeding. So I have a build going, so that's where the synergies with your allies can kind of come in. They're essentially enablers for like bigger skill effects. So these are who I have currently, but my number 3 is my infinite pot 1 as well. Thank you guys for downloading. Let's go. JG Blitz, is the game on Steam? Please tell me it is. It is not on Steam, but I do play on PC. Make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. I don't know if I'm allowed to say how I play it on PC, so I'm not gonna say how I play it on PC. I'm just saying I play it on PC. That's all I'm saying. All right, moving on from that question. I barely farm infinite pot. I have all 2 SS and 2 SSS abilities and still 13k cubes in excess. Yeah, honestly, that is something that you can run into. What am I at right now? So I've got double SS, all crit damage, and I still have cubes available, but those cubes really burn fast, right? If you're trying to lock in the abilities. And also for chat, don't get too overwhelmed when you see all these numbers everywhere. They're all there to just help you, truly. Like you can you hit them and then you just leave them, and they're contributing almost like arena towers, or like what are now account skill level towers in Summoners War proper. So like, you can keep that in mind too. Let's go into Infinite Pot. I've talked about it a bunch, but I haven't actually done it. Let's see if we can beat my 499. I don't know if I can. All crit damage is hot. That's what I'm saying. I know. I can't believe it. I actually freaked out. Law Adrian says, chat, any answer of the question? Which question, Law Adrian? How can I help you? Oh, I'm confused. Do we also get new collab? It is just in Soul Strike. It is yes. So Soul Strike is getting Summoners War characters. So for instance, I'll give you a little preview. I can't get, I shouldn't say can't. I have not gotten Artemiel in Summoners War, but I'm gonna get Artemiel in Soul Strike, because based on the logins, you will get one. So yeah, there's a preview. Artemiel is coming to the game, which is great. 452. Admirable, but not the record. So we're just going to wipe it out. We're just going to wipe it out and get as many cubes as we can. Let me real quick swap back over to my regular build and let's level some stuff up. I'm going to level up the sword. Level up the sword, and with whatever I have left, let's do this. This is more damage than Crow, Brandy, or Chakra AoE Miles can do. Exactly. Alusari says, Earth is my main element and Earth Strain is my bane. This is more damage than all of them can do. I'm scared. The face of the game. Oh, you're sweet, dude. Dude, Artemiel is like absolutely the face of the game for Summoner's War, but like for this, it's actually a homunculus. You play as a homunculus in this game. You're summoned by you're basically created by an alchemist who is cursed with immortality, and the homunculus is there to end him so that he doesn't have to be immortal anymore. Kind of a sick start. Kind of a sick start, to be honest. Oh, and these are the runes, by the way, if you're coming from Summoner's War. Whoa, Bruce Lee? What the? That's crazy. Aren't you the master? I'm no master. I'm just doing my best. I just chase the red dot really well. It can run, but it can't hide. I'm gonna catch it. I'm redeeming stuff. And for those of you wondering why I'm picking what I'm picking, there are a few things. I talked about this on the first stream, but I think it bears mentioning again because we've gotten a few people who are like downloading the game for the first time. So like, because the left two are not necessarily better than what I've gotten, I am actually gonna pick the far right, even though it's uncommon compared to the rare, because that uncommon one on the right is new. And if you accumulate sets of stuff, you will get bonuses in the background. Who knows, maybe this will be enough to actually show you what I'm talking about. It doesn't look like it is. Doesn't look like it is. Hopefully I'll find a chance to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, 5 minutes has passed. More than 5 minutes has passed. Let me go do the rest of my ad summons real fast. Sorry, I see chat moving. I need to look at chat. Thank you. Thank you for helping them come to us USA on YouTube. Thank you for helping JG Blitz. And again, guys, if you haven't gotten the coupon code yet, that should be like the first thing you do when you download the game. Earlier, I made the comment that like there's no such thing as a bad summon. Let me kind of elaborate on that a little bit more. So like, let's go over to the forms, for instance, right? So this is my build, right? So I'm using, let's take, for example, the Abyssal Maw, like sick name. So when it is used, I can generate an abyss for 6 seconds in that entire paragraph block, right? You see these unique effects down there? Most skills in the game, with the exception of collaboration skills, will have unique effects attached to them. And as you upgrade, these unique effects are gonna increase. Now, what's cool about that is like, let's look at this skill, for instance, that I'm not using, Swiftness. This is got the unique effect of skill damage up by 357.4%. Even while I'm not using this skill, that unique effect is still stacking in the background. So that's what I'm talking about. Maybe Swiftness is a bad example of a bad ability. We can use a common, for instance, skill damage 108.2%. I'm not using this ability, but it is contributing to my skill damage in the background. That is part of the reason why I love this game so much. Because no matter what you summon, it's going to be contributing to your output. So it's worth upgrading everything. Like that's why you don't want to let your currency stack up. You want to be spending it, so that way you're upgrading. Okay. Now that we've elaborated on that a little bit, let's just go here. Same thing with this. So you see that like my title is Soul Strike Lover, right? I am also getting the unique effect of Fashionista and Minimalist because I have them, and their unique effects are defense up, basic attack damage. I think that's something that the game doesn't necessarily like explain right away. You'll probably hear me repeat that a bunch. Come to us, Panda. I've sort of ignored my equipment this entire time. Is there a good like level you enhance them to? Like how you might just take runes and Summoner's War to plus 12 if you're poor? That's a great question, actually. So like with this, if you go to like enhancing your clothes, regardless of the clothes itself, or regardless of, I should say, the item that you're upgrading, the upgrades carry over. So it is worth it to upgrade them to whatever point you can get them to. But specifically speaking, I would say that like the weapon is really good, the accessory is really good, and the back is good too, if I'm remembering correctly. I think those are going to be your priorities, but generally speaking, because they carry over, you should just upgrade them as much as humanly possible. Conga says, I'd love an option to filter titles to show only ones that haven't been earned. See, the features like that, stuff, I would love to hear things like that in the back. I would love to be able to name like my builds, right? Like I'd love to be able to name 1 as AoE, 2 as single target, 3 as infinite pot, etc. I think that'd be something really nice. All of your stats will stack for unique effects, even though you don't equip them. Thank you for summing that up. Come to us USA on Twitch. Appreciate that. Nasty Toki says, getting educated here. Heck yeah, dude, we're all learning. Oh, I should probably challenge some bosses. I'm actually not making progress in the floor right now because my attention's been split. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sure a few folks have been yelling at me to do the boss, or at least internally yelling. You haven't been yelling in chat, and I appreciate that. Do I just keep the scrolls for the collab? JG Blitz, what I would do is I would summon as much as possible to level up your skill summon and your ally summon. So as you level up so let me show you what I'm talking about. I think this will make it easier to understand too. So do you see here for class summons, I'm at level 6, skill summon, I'm at level 7, ally 6, and relic 4. As you increase your levels, you're also increasing the probability of like higher rarity summons. So what I would do is summon to level up, get to level 6, and then jump in for the collab. That's what I would do. Especially because and honestly, dude, don't stress too much about it because like for the collaboration, as long as you're logging in, you can just get Artemio. So like that's easy, you know? I don't know if, that's something so don't stress too much. You're guaranteed to get something really cool just for playing consistently. And I would just enjoy the game, summon up to like level 6 at least, and then go all in for the skills and the allies. And then I think once I'm still wanting to chase the dot. Give me like 5-10 minutes, chat, and then we'll talk the Summoner's War preview. Does that sound good? Time to get Artemio on Soul Strike. Dude, Summoner's War won't give him to me, so I'm gonna get him in Soul Strike for sure. And then I'm gonna go into the Goblin. I'm gonna go into the Goblin hideout too. It's really important to be doing all this content every day because this is gonna be a huge source for currencies for you. Like this is gonna give me a bunch of silver that I can then add into my stats. Why? Because I'm a G. Pat, what's going on? What is this new game? Stop streaming, stop taking all my money. Pat, you're so funny, dude. Oh my God, welcome Pat, welcome to Soul Strike. This has come to us as now semi-new. It's actually just recently passed its 100-day anniversary. So it's actually like slightly less new than I'm making it sound, but it's an idle RPG. It's got some dungeon crawling elements. It's got roguelike elements. Oh no, I failed. Dude, maybe I need to change my build. Chat, was anybody, admittedly, I wasn't watching until I saw that. I might just need to upgrade, but for now, I think what I'm gonna do, I might need to upgrade. Oh, I wasn't watching. That's my fault. Is this another one? Dude, Pat, honestly, it doesn't have to be. I'm excited to tell you it doesn't have to be a wallet killer. Does not need to be a wallet killer unless you want it to be, like truly. The only thing that I've purchased in this game is the ad removal package, and that is predominantly for the viewer experience, to be honest. I think it's like an $11 pack, and $11 or $12, and I just bought it because I wanted you guys to not have to sit there while I pound through a bunch of ads, you know? And there have been a lot of coupon codes. Dude, this is 100 skill summons. This coupon code right here, Pat, this one is 100 skill summons. Yeah, if I download this, I'm done, he says. Pat, you're killing me. Dude, you're killing me, man. It's fun, dude. I gotta say, I really like it. I wanted to bring more attention to it because I wasn't sure that the way that I heard about this game was through, oh, this is B. Chat, should I re-roll these? This is like a genuine question from me to chat. How much do you re-roll your dispatch missions? Should I be re-rolling? Like, that's something that I'd like to ask. Aluceria, are you still here? I'd like to ask them too. It is really cool. It's also very friendly. Like it's very friendly to the player. Like I was just talking about how like even if you don't have stuff equipped, you can still get benefits from it in the background. And I just think I think that's awesome. And that isn't really something that I've like encountered a lot. It is a come to us game. Try to get at least an A rank. Thank you, Konga. or just collab. It is collabing with Summoner's War starting tomorrow. So it is getting Summoner's War characters, skills, and more. Actually, you know what, guys? So here, let me just do this, and then we can look at the Summoner's War collab stuff, because I've actually got a really big preview to talk about. Let's go for A, because I have a lot of this stuff and I've like not used it. Oh, actually, I do want this. Sorry, I do want that. We're just gonna do auto select. Oh, yes, please. S, we'll take that. Okay, guys, so real quick, I'm gonna pause the farm for a second. Let's talk about the Summoner's War collaboration starting tomorrow, actually. So if you guys are Summoner's War players, there's a lot to look forward to. And if you're not a Summoner's War player, like, there's still stuff to look forward to, because like I already spoiled the fact that you're gonna get Artemiel. Artemiel is actually linked to this login event, so you can just get one as you go through. Then we can come down here. This is what I was talking about when I said that they snuck in more monsters than it at first seemed, because one of the skills is going to be a homunculus summon. And when you use the skill, you can actually get either an attack or a support homunculus, which is great. We can look at the skill animation for that too, but I kind of want to go through the allies because they look pretty sick. I think they did such a good job with these. Like, they paid such great homage to like the origin too. Like, each one of them has a skill that is reminiscent of like what they do in Summoner's War. So we can look at the skill animation for Artemiel too. Let me just make sure that it's on good quality from the drive here. Celtic Rowan says this game is tempting me. Dude, I fell for the temptation, man. I already fell for the temptation. And Artemiel's really cool because as he's like traveling with you, like he'll occasionally taunt people. And that's, I love that he taunts them, right? Because in theory, what's in Summoner's War, Artemiel kind of wants to be that protector, you know? He dives in to like save people who are getting crit, right? Okay, let's go back. Bear with me, guys, as I change tabs back and forth. Let's go back to the file. So that's Arda. Then we got Tiana. We got Tiana looking crazy. She has a super sick skill, actually. I think that she's going to be probably the best in... Well, this is all speculatory, right? Until they actually come out. I actually haven't had the opportunity to play with them myself. So, like, maybe that's something we can experience together on stream. Assuming that I get one in the future. I'm sure I've been saving summons. Tiana's really cool because, like, she has Wind of Changes, which is from Summoner's War. So she removes all debuffs, and then she does also decrease your cooldown times, which is really great. She decreases allies' cooldown times. And in a weird way, like, they're blending some stuff. The fact that she's able to cleanse and remove debuffs, that's Tiana's third skill. The fact that she does damage, that's her second skill. And then the reduction of cooldown is borrowed from her sister, Elenoa. It's like, that's so sick. So I really like the inspiration. Like, they've done a good job of like staying true to the source. And there's Annabelle. Annabelle's attack animation is probably my favorite out of all of them, I'd have to say. Like, she summons these waves that are a representation of her third skill from Summoner's War. Larkian is saying what everybody's been thinking. This Tiana is prettier than the default vanilla cone in Summoner's War. Exactly, dude. I don't even want to call it what it looks like, dude, but the soft serve chocolate cone that she's got for hair, dude, yeah. It's good that they adjusted that. So Annabelle also decreases attack speed, which is reminiscent of her applying a slow in Summoner's War. And she also adds like she also like will critically hit enemies that are silenced, and I think she does more that I'm also lapsing on. Here's Vanessa. Vanessa just looks dope. Vanessa looks sick. Vanessa has her third skill, but represented in a new way for Soul Strike. Like, they adapted it to like the best way that they could, given the systems of Soul Strike. So she actually has the Warrior's Return ability, but it doesn't necessarily revive. But what it does do is it does decrease defense, but it also temporarily increases your attack, and it also adds crowd control resistance, which is really helpful for me, especially where I've been at, because I've been getting stun locked by goblins. Because in some of those Conqueror floors, one of the modifiers that can be given is that the enemies have a chance to stun. So in theory, if you're running Vanessa, she could kind of be a way to circumvent all of that stunning that you're getting. And anytime you get the chance to boost your attack, that's going to be like super helpful. Because we talked earlier about how like attack is definitely your primary stat in the game, because all of your skills are going to be scaling with attack. So if you can increase that even temporarily, it's worth it. Then we got the Devilmon doll. Like, this is going to increase all the equipped skills and ally levels. Like, that is so thematically appropriate. That's so good. It's so, I don't know what, like, that is just so perfect to what the Devilmon does in Summoner's War. I think they've done a great job of adapting all the allies, all the skills, everything for Soulstrike. Ace says, what the? We already had a collab just months ago. Dude, are we complaining? Is this a complaint? I'm stoked. Time to ask for my monthly allowance. Dude, word. There will also be like collab foods, so that way you can eat a Rainbow Mon, you can have the Brownie Magician cookie too. And if you want to read the details on that, you can. So hopefully this is speaking to the Summoners War players that are here in chat, but that's not everything too. That's like not all that like is coming, because it isn't just allies and the skill that summons the homunculus. Pat says, thanks, Evan, I'm gonna be homeless. Oh, what the penguins though from Penguin King. Penguin King, it's good to see you again, dude. I just saw you. It's good to see you, man. All of TOA is also here. Every TOA, there's TOA normal, TOA hard, and TOA heck. Amazing. That's it. It's very in-depth for like a limited time collab. I don't know if I haven't seen someone go this hard in a while for like a collaboration. So now you can do those floors. And Ellie is here too, which is really cool. And then just like in TOA, except in TOA, in Summoner's War proper, you can go 10 floors at a time. Here, you'll just automatically advance to the next floor. So again, minimizing the stress of having to come back and update the floor, etc. And then if we come down here too, you can see like in Trial of Ascension, you can actually use the allies. That's like a demo. So if anybody's familiar with how like Summoners War Sky Arena has done collabs in the past, where you can use some of the collaboration units from previous collabs in the limited time dungeon, it's kind of similar to that. So you can accumulate a team of the collab monsters, just so that way you can kind of enjoy them. This wasn't what I had in mind last time when I was asked about the collab. Yeah, Richard, it's pretty in-depth, man. It is pretty in-depth. And then they're also having a rune event. So just for the record, guys, you know, if you've been playing Soulstrike for a while, or if you've been playing Summoners War and you're familiar with how runes work in there, this is not a new system, this is just an event. So there's no need to stress about the having to get runes to increase your monster's power or anything like that. What runes are, it's just a representation for a new way to give you like additional rewards. And you can see this in the events page. So don't worry too much. And then unrelated, there's also a skin for Yuna. Unrelated to Summoner's War, this is just Soulstrike. There's also a new skin, so that way you can make Yuna in this pretty white dress, because she deserves it, right? And you should treat her well. So that's it. That's the preview. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the preview of the Summoners War collab. Let me know if you have questions, or if you want me to scroll back up to anything too. We can go take a look. Again, that is going to be starting tomorrow. I think the update is tonight. So if you guys are interested in this, like, you should. Evan, oh, that's Ace. Thank you so much, dude. Evan's doing a great job, by the way. Will there be an official vid like the other collabs did? That I can't answer that. I don't know personally. Downloading now to marry Yuna. Oh. That was pretty good. That was great. Download now. I don't know if I have a coupon code for that. I don't think there's a coupon code to marry Yuna. I don't know how to facilitate that in game. Hey, let's talk about the red dots instead. Let me summon, guys. I'm gonna summon a little bit. I have all those 100 skill tickets too that were from the coupon code. Where's my relics? I really need more relics. There's so much more that I should be doing and upgrading to. Epic Butter Soulstrike! Dude, it's good to see you again. Epic Butter was was very active in chat last time. Oh, speaking of being active in chat too, if you guys are here hanging out and talking, you'll see that there are Come To Us reps in there too. Like, they'll occasionally be handing out some coupon codes for people who are just hanging out and having a good time. Oh, excuse me. I choked a little bit at the end of that, but I think the sentiment rang true. Is Evan licensed to perform weddings? I think only in Soul Strike. I can probably officiate a wedding in Soul Strike specifically, but if it has anything to do with the government, this is probably not. Sorry, I disconnected if you answered. Oh, William Shea, I might have missed your question actually. But welcome back, Butters. Good to see you, dude. Make sure that you get the coupon code, Epic Butters, by the way. That's 100 skill summons right there too. I'll just summon a few. I actually have quite a few tickets. I don't know if I want to burn through everything, to be honest, because I kind of want to save a little bit. Wait, did Epic Butter, by the way, just show up right after the preview? So sorry, dude. I just got a mythic, but it's for Hermes Steps. Hermes Steps, I wish Hermes was like better. But it doesn't need to be better because it does provide the unique effects, you know? Epic Butter says I have everything maxed. Oh, dude. Then just get the code for me then. Just so that way you can tell me that you got it. Summon times 300. Couldn't imagine doing that in Summoner's War. I know. It's great that I already got a mythic. The rares are kind of popping off too. Oh, my rates just got really good when I said that. Maybe I need to like comment on my rates a little bit more. Clearly that's the way to get legends. Only one mythical. All skills except mythical are A10. But yeah, so guys, let me know if you have any questions about anything coming in the collaboration. I can help you out with that. Well, to the best of my ability. I did mostly shout out everything that I know about it, and you won't need to wait long either, right? Because again, it's coming out tomorrow. Oh, and also make sure to be summoning for everything, including classes. I would say that classes are probably like the least glamorous thing to summon for because they don't have an active, like you're not gonna see an active effect in the game from them most of the time, except for the one that you have equipped. But like you need to be summoning, always be summoning, dude. Abs, just remember to just abs, always be summoning. In fact, let me go upgrade based on what I just got. We're gonna awaken. I don't know if I have anybody to upgrade here. We can awaken this too. Just get the repeatable quests up here. Give Epic Butter a glimpse of the new collab units. You got it. Let's move over. Stand by. Oh, that's also Yuna's new skin, by the way. I know we've already got a line. We have a line of people waiting to marry Yuna. So that's, just get in line, wait your turn, but we'll get there. So first we've got Artemiel, who is linked to a login event, so you can just get Artemiel. If only it was that simple in the source game. Then we've got Tiana as well, Annabelle, and Vanessa. So Artemiel has a sort of provoke effect, which if we're looking in like Summoner's War canon, that's kind of that's borrowed from his brother Firmian, the Dark Archangel. But in a way, what they've done is they've adapted a few skills into like what they do as an ally in Soul Strike. So for instance, Artemiel will provoke people. He'll taunt them and kind of draw aggro from you, acting like a tank. Tiana will cleanse debuffs as well as like reduce cooldown times, and she'll deal damage in an area, which that's pretty sick. Annabelle too. Annabelle will auto crit on silence units. She'll also apply a slow, and then Vanessa will increase your attack. She'll also decrease defense and increase your CC resistance. I'm really looking forward to Tiana and Vanessa, but I'd love to get Butter's opinion on that too. But I know that it's mostly just the auditory description of them right now. But we won't have to wait too long. Maybe next week when we stream, you can like tell me your thoughts. Speaking of which, guys, next week we're actually going to have an additional stream just to celebrate the Summoner's War collaboration. So if you guys are hanging out, you want to come by, watch some more Soul Strike, and engage in the collab together, I'm going to be streaming on both Monday and Wednesday next week. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's June 3rd. June 3rd, I think, is Monday. So you should come by then. Oh, yes, and thank you to Come To Us USA on Twitch for that description of how to redeem the coupon code. Okay, let me go back over. I should still be fighting the cactus. Let me bulk awaken this stuff too. This is already maxed. I don't know when when I should probably like swap over my class. Or if I should, maybe Butters could help me with that. Epic Butter could help me. Let me just spend some currency real quick, everybody. Upgrading. I think I need to go back to the shelter at some point too. I haven't gotten the chance to do that yet. Let me head over to the Awakening Cube and just do what I can to increase. Where am I at? I'm here. Anything? Allies, damage, defense, HP recovery. I think I'd rather have HP recovery and accuracy. So let's start there. Just kind of chop away at this. I'm seeing red dots all over. I see chat moving. I'm so sorry. I'll jump over to you shortly. We'll get the keys where we can. Back to the event. Redeem the tickets. Let's do the bingo. Days. Evan, help me with the code, says William Shea. Okay, check this out. For folks who haven't seen it before, so we're gonna start in the menu up top here. We're gonna go over to Notice, which is that little megaphone in the second row, second from the left. Tap on Event, scroll oh hey, look, it's us. Scroll all the way down, enter your promo code here, and then when you tap on that, you can just type in Soulstrike Live 05. That's the code for today, and then by the end, you're gonna have 100 skill summons in your inbox. Let me head back here. Sorry guys, I know I'm doing a lot of red dot maintenance right now, but to be honest, I don't know why I'm apologizing. That is my favorite thing to do. I like that I always have a lot of stuff to kind of tap on and interact with in the game. That's why I call it an idle RPG, and the air quotes are very much important to that. I've got one more thing on day 5 here. Do I want to do the toy escape? Any tips for, let's do the toy escape one more time. Let's see if I can get it better, because I had a lot of user error before, right? So we stand in like this corner, I think is the spot. Right there is the spot for a little while. These are the setups, chat. I got lineups. And then we move one block over for a little while. Move back, and then we're gonna pop the temporary invincibility right now. Oh, I did get hit by it. Oh, I shouldn't have gone down. That was user error. That's my bad, guys. That's why I didn't want to do it on. That's why I didn't want to do it. I almost didn't want to do it on stream at all. I was like, I'm gonna mess this up. It's the pressure. People are watching me. Let's see what we can get from the last Magic Roulette. Celtic Roan. Okay, I've been convinced to download the game. Let's go. Happy to hear that, dude. Thank you for trying it. I appreciate you guys just giving it a shot, because I genuinely think that you're gonna enjoy this game, because I love this game. It's Stellar says, hey, yo, is that the legend himself, Sir Evan? Thank you, man. Stellars, it's good to see you. Welcome, Stellar. I'm happy to see you here. Yeah, we're playing Soulstrike today. I know this is a little different from what I'm normally streaming. I'm trying to bring awareness to this game, because I heard about it via Summoner's War, and I got hooked, and then I kept playing it, and I really wanted to make content for it. So it's been a while in the making. This is the second time I've streamed it. I streamed it just once last week, but there's gonna be more coming. I'm actually gonna stream it twice next week. Oh, thank you, Stellar. Dude, that's really nice. You just made my day with that comment. You're gonna make me blush. Larkian said, I would play, but don't have physical time for it. Honestly, dude, that's totally fine. Like this, please know this is not meant to pressure you to play Soulstrike. This is meant for to be an avenue, if anything, for me to just put Soulstrike out into the ether. You just hanging out is enough, Larkian, truly. Like, if you ever wanted to play it, you can, but like it's absolutely not something you have to do, and you can just hang out here and enjoy it with me. It's a very easy game to watch and just talk about, and I've really enjoyed playing it. Again, I've been hooked by the constant progression. For folks who are just joining in too, this game is collaborating with Summoner's War starting tomorrow. I went over the preview a couple times, so if you want, you can go backwards in the VOD and check it out, or if folks want to see it again, I don't mind showing it. Yes, exactly. You can just tune into the streams and play vicariously through Evan. Ooh, I couldn't have said it better myself, Panda. Thank you. Am I gonna have, that looked like a lot of damage, but I actually don't know if I'm gonna have enough to clear this. I am going to upgrade MP recovery a little bit. I can spare, silver comes back. That's something you gotta know about this too, is that like spending your currencies is really important. Like silver spent, you know, it doesn't matter, silver comes back. Like it is for this. So if you need to upgrade something temporarily to pass it, you can. Like there was definitely a point where I needed to upgrade accuracy. There was a point where I needed to upgrade my HP and defense, but I didn't spend a lot of time doing that. Epic Butter says, it's a fun game. My favorite part is how wild some of the skill enchants look. Like fire pillars. Dude, they do look very sick. I actually really I like the way the skills look in general. I'm using some fun ones right now too, like the Abyssal Maw. Just such a sick name. Let me just jump over here real quick. MP cost down. I'm 10. I can do this. I'm excited to get this. Remove the element efficacy penalty. And they are sneaking in more units as relics and skills too, like a Devilmon and Homunculus. Yes, Panda, actually, you know what, dude? I failed to count the Devilmon towards the monster count, which might be a little bit of like personal Summoners War related bias sneaking in, because you know the Devilmon is like fodder. It's a material monster in Summoners War. So in my mind, I don't count it amongst monsters, but like you're right, that the Devilmon, so you've got 4 monsters that are allies. You've got Artemiel, you have Tiana, Annabelle, and Vanessa. Then you have a Devilmon as a relic. Then in the skill, you can summon a Homunculus, and it's either the attack or the support Homunculus. So in a way, that's 7 monsters. Sim says, I'm gonna rewatch on YouTube after work and less likely to get caught on my own boss. Yeah, there you go. I'm in a very like fortunate position where it's like I'm streaming, but I am also very much at work. I'm very much on the clock right now. I just get, it's why I'm very grateful for time like this, because I get to like hang out and talk to you guys and also like play and interact with a game that we all love, which is cool. It's not, you know, it's a very fun time. That's why Wednesdays are like my favorite. Okay, I'm achieving a bunch of stuff. Let me focus back in on the red dot. I am going to summon all of my class stuff just because there aren't any classes associated with the collaboration. I'm gonna save the rest of my skill tickets and also maybe the ally tickets too. I think the rest of those, I'm gonna be a little bit, I'm gonna hold back as much as I really want to summon, because I'm normally like, I don't hold on to ticket scrolls very well in whatever game I'm playing. I just summon right off the bat. Let's see what the Soul Sphere's got for me. Nice. I don't know. Should I take this just because it's new, or should I roll it up? I could roll this up to a mythic, which could be cool. Can I get votes in chat? Oh, actually, guys, I never talked about what that was for. Do you guys remember? So for the folks who aren't like players, do you remember that star that I talked to in the very beginning? And I said, let me talk to my star friend. I would say like, it's not an exact approximation, but I think the closest comparison that I could make for what that star is giving me, that currency in the bottom right, the closest approximation is probably a re-app. So I can, when I'm given this, I can basically re-roll it, but it's gonna go up in rarity. Oh, Rider Girl hair. All right, I'll take that. That's new. That's perfect. That's perfect for me. That's all. I just want something new. But I've had a bad like run-in with hair in this game. I can't get good hair. I've kind of like gotten something that's not a taquito since the last time we streamed, but it's not much better. It's kind of like a, let me just run over here. It's kind of like a reddish, like just rolled out of bed type hair. Rolled out of bed type beat, and that's not what I'm looking for. I want something a little more, whoa, back to back. Might as well roll that up too. A ghillie suit? What the heck, dude? Dude, this game, I'm telling you, this game never ceases to amaze me. Like, I was not anticipating there to be a ghillie suit in this idle RPG. This fantasy idle RPG is giving me a ghillie suit so I can snipe my enemies from afar before they're even aware of my presence. What the heck is this? Dog, this is kind of wild. This is kind of crazy, dude. Like, I wish that it showed on me. Like, I wish that that's like the one slot that doesn't show. Gotta stay hidden. Conga says, as bald man, I can't get good hair either. Oh man, we got similar issues in Soul Strike at least, right? Like, look at that. I've also got these potions active all the time. Again, that's not something that's like in the base game. That's normally something you'd watch an ad for, but I did get the ad removal. The cool thing about the ad removal pack is that instead of punishing you for not having the chance to watch ads, instead the game assumes that you are watching all the ads, which is insane amounts of value. So that is the one thing that I got for this. I'm just gonna get the, we'll just get this. I'm not gonna use it. I'm just trying to, again, assemble the new stuff. Wasn't he also in Air of Light? Richard Morales. Yeah, there was a Summoners War collab in that game as well. Come to Us likes to have like its titles kind of collab with each other, which is kind of cool. So each game kind of becomes a hub for each other. So like for instance, the very first collaboration in Summoners War was with Heroes War, which is another Come to Us title. And there have been more examples. This game also like collab with Zenonia. And I used to be a big Zenonia player. I actually have really fun memories of riding the school bus to go to school, and I would play Zenonia with friends on there too. It seems like this game is pretty straightforward and easy. I remember Evan was in like stage level 145 at the beginning of stream, and now he's close to hitting level 170. It is very straightforward. So the one caveat I'll say about that, Jay Jang, it is definitely straightforward, but like two things on that. One, I'm in something that's called like the Conqueror world. You won't get to this for a while. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Come to Us, telling me to move to the next tile. You won't get to the Conqueror floors for quite some time. And that's okay. There's kind of like a scenario to go through first. Where can I go? We could go here. Come to Us. If you want to tell me where to go next, you can choose. Maybe I go back here and then go up. Is that something that I can do? Let's try that. Let's do this and then go up. Panda says, I love Zenonia too. I played Zenonia 3 from start to finish in one sitting. In one sitting? Dude, that's amazing. That's actually outstanding. I lost my train of thought, but like, oh, I was talking about the Conqueror floors. The Conqueror floors are something that are going to open up later. There's kind of a scenario you can go through, and you'll go through it as normal, then you'll go through it as hard, and then you'll unlock the Conqueror stages. It's still straightforward. The only other thing I'll tell you is just to remember some of the words and systems that Soul Strike likes to use. For instance, like unique effect. Unique effects are for everything. They're basically arena towers that are now like the profile, like the account level towers in Summoners War, where it's like they're contributing stats to you wherever you're at. So it is worth it to upgrade stuff you're not necessarily using purely for the stat bonus. And that's one of my favorite changes that this game makes. The other thing too is I didn't really understand final damage when I started playing either. Final damage it's lightly explained, but you got to search for it. Final damage is basically the after all damages are totaled. You know, you've got your crit. Let's see if you crit. We take your attack multiplier. We see if you crit. We apply crit damage. We apply anything else. We apply skill damage multipliers. Then we accumulate. Oh, I failed. That's okay. It's not a big deal when you fail because you just total up this bar at the top, and then you can re-challenge the boss. Back to the point. At the very end, that you now have your total damage, otherwise known as your final damage, which then meets a multiplier from final damage. So just like all of these systems in the background are working to try to get you the most damage possible. So just bear in mind when you're looking at like unique effects, you'll want to level up things with final damage, you want to level up things with attack. You don't need to pay as much attention to things like attack speed, ally damage, that stuff. You can kind of you can almost look at my upgrades and see what I'm talking about. So like I've really gone all in on attack. I've maxed out my crit rate to the 50% allotted, gone for crit damage, haven't really paid much attention to attack speed. I haven't done much in accuracy. I'm gonna be working on move speed a little bit, but for lesser. And then MP doesn't become a problem until later because while you're in the stages, you will accumulate your MP enough that it doesn't matter. Bleeding says, oh, collabs, but have no Dragon Knights. Artemiel's a joke in Summoners War fan for 10 years, dude. Dude, I gotta tell you, I'm kind of stoked about the monsters they chose. I actually think Artemiel's gonna be, he'll at least be fun to have. I'm very excited and everybody gets him. So I'm not complaining about Artemiel. It would be kind of sick to see Ragdoll. If they had Ragdoll here, I wouldn't complain. But hey, who's to say there's never going to be another one, right? You know, it's like you can never say that. But for now, we get to enjoy 4 allies. You can also technically summon more in the homunculus summon skill. And then if you count the Devilmon Relic too, that's almost like a 7-1. Thank you again to Panda. Leo should be iconic. I think Leo is iconic, but I don't think he's as recognizable as Artemiel. What do you guys think? I'm personally, I think that Artemiel was the right call. I think Tiana was great too. Vanessa's been my first pick in RTA for like the last few seasons, so I can't comment on that. I love Vanessa and Annabelle. So to me, it's perfect, but there's always room to talk about like in the future, what else could they pull from? It's fun to imagine like what they could how they could adapt those skills in the future too. Like that would be kind of sick to think about. Panda says, I think there are so many iconic monsters among Summoners War fans, and everybody has a different view of like, what is that iconic monster? You're right. But I think Artemiel's a shoo-in because he is literally the face of the game. He is the app icon. I don't know if oh, so again, I'm taking the vampiric face just to try to complete sets. Like that is, oh, speaking of which, look at that. This is what I meant. As you find different pieces of like armor, basically as you find soul pieces, you can finish sets and those will give you bonuses. So I just got 30 accuracy just because I found these pieces. I love that the ghillie suit was part of that, by the way. I'm enamored by the fact that there's a ghillie suit in this. Let's grab more tickets. Summon. I haven't been lucky with that today. I've had a lot of good luck with that roulette, but for whatever reason, my luck hasn't been there. Again, for folks who are joining late on in the stream, just make sure you're getting that coupon code. And then once the stream ends too, the VOD is going to persist on the Come To Us USA YouTube channel. So just make sure that you watch it too to check out the preview again, because we've talked about quite a few like cool things that are coming with the collab, not just the monsters. I know we've talked about them, but we are getting every single floor of Trial of Ascension. We're getting a TOA normal, hard, and heck. Like it's a lot of stuff. Let's go back in and do some mysterious crystal farming too. I just want to make sure that I clear out the dungeons. It's really important to do all the content every day again. I know I breezed over this earlier, but every dungeon is going to give you like a specific currency. So like this one is giving me ether, right? So it's like you want to make sure that you're getting this. You can just keep going through. And ether is used for a lot. Didn't I say that I was also going to go to the shelter? I keep losing track of my current goal. Sorry guys, I say I'm going to do something and then I forget. But it's because you guys are interesting and fun to talk to. It's like, I keep getting distracted by chat. Let's go to the shelter. Let me just get all of my stuff. Let me get my currency to also like increase my relics. I don't really know what to upgrade next. I imagine I should probably upgrade my, oh, look at this. I already did it. Past Evan is goated. I already upgraded my my alchemy pot. We can just build the table, look around. These are the relic slots too. Oh, I need more of this. I need 15 of this and I have 3, so I need 12 more. Can I make this? Can I make 12 of it? I do have the technology to make 12 cubes of chaos, which are very important to build my relic holder. My wooden relic holder are gonna need a bunch of cubes of chaos. Let's head back into the field and just farm some more a little bit. But Leo's the fastest one, dude. Leo's the fastest one in a game. Zenonia skill collab gonna be back? I actually can't give an accurate comment on that. It's hard to say. I would, generally speaking, if collaboration items ever were to come back, this is, again, me speaking as a player, not necessarily as like the final word, but generally speaking, when collab items come back, they're usually as part of like an original concept. So it would be functionally the same ones. It'd be functionally the same skill, but it wouldn't be the same one because the collab has ended. But that's, again, just me speaking as a player from other experiences in game. For instance, like how Summoners War Sky Arena will put in Summoners War original monsters to replace collab characters. Not saying that's what's happening in Soul Strike, but like there's a world where you could get that back. The only indicator, so Bleeding, the only indicator that I will give to the opposite, to it not happening, would be that collab items and skills don't have unique effects, so as to not punish people who don't miss, or rather who can't make it to that collab. And I think that's a nice middle ground, to be honest, because that means you're not missing out on prospective damage. Like, you're not just leaving damage on the table if you weren't playing during the time of the Zenonia collab, right? Because we know those unique effects kind of scale in the background. So I think that that's a very like friendly way to do it. You know, they're not punishing you for missing it. I think, you know, they're gonna have it like that. And Come To Us USA on Twitch said, leave us more comments like this and we will beg the devs. Exactly. Actually, this is a great forum, guys. Like, we've been streaming for a little while now. If you have any questions or feedback, something you'd like to see changed in the game, anything like that, bring it to us in chat right now, like truly. And like, this is the forum for that. Like, we can accumulate that and bring it to the developers to try to make this game that we all love even better. So let us know if you have anything. I've already talked about some of my changes that I'd like to see. I really want to just be able to name my builds. I want to have an AoE build. I want to have a single target DPS build, and I want to have an infinite pot. Dr. Delight for Dr. Delight dropping the save teams in dungeons. That's for Summoner's War. That's a Summoner's War request, Dr. Delight. What's going on, dude? Welcome to Soul Strike, Dr. Delight. Let me upgrade my attack a little bit. I don't have too much that I can dump in. And let's see how far I am away from taking this boss down. If this doesn't work, I think I should actually swap over to my single target damage. I just need to see if I'm dying or if I can't do enough damage. Because there's definitely a difference in how to approach. Like, if I'm dying, then I just probably need to take control of my character and move around a little bit. But if my damage isn't scaling, is this a fire resist? Greatly increases fire resistance of monsters. That also could be it. Let me check my skills. I'm only using Meteor for fire, so I don't think it's enough to really make me want to like change. Whoa, won a coupon, thank you. Oh, dude, congratulations on the coupon. Love it. Yeah, guys, like I was talking about, if you're just hanging out and being active in chat, like the mods in chat have been kind of dropping people some coupons. And then, of course, everybody can get 100 skill summons just for typing in that coupon code, too. Congratulations. Yeah, and if you feel like you've enjoyed watching the stream, you downloaded the game, and you want to get deeper into it, too, we have our socials right below me that have been cycling through as well. So you can like follow that if you're so inclined. Let's do, I'm saving this. I already said that I'm saving the class, or I'm saving the skill summons rather. I'm actually just going to use my currency to upgrade my relics instead. Oh, I might get downed by this plant, guys. I might get downed by the plant. Is this, I think this is also giving me some fire bonuses, and the monsters that I'm fighting right now are actually resistant to fire. So I might change this out. Increases elemental resistance. If anybody has suggestions for what I should put in this slot for a relic, let me know. That might be something that I also kind of like go in on in a little bit too. Let's try this goblin hideout. I've leveled up some things. It's been a while. Let's see if I can clear it. I'm definitely getting outpaced by something. Yeah, something is definitely outpacing me here. Am I getting stuck? Is that what's happening? Because I have my character dashes, right? So there actually might be something where I'm like getting stuck. Let's actually just move over here and do my AoE. Like right there, move here. Let's go. We can cast Magnetic Force. We can cast the Maw. Okay, so I'm not gonna win this one, but I'm just gonna scoop, but I saw what's happening. Instead, I'm going to go into the Demon's Labyrinth for a little bit, and I'll do that one on my own time. I definitely see what's going on. I think I just need to kind of control my character and move them down a little bit, because like I'm using an AoE focus build. So basically all my enemies need to be like around me in order for that to work. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Dude, my damage output. Oh, he's resisting a lot of what I've got. I might need to change. Might need to change that. Stand by. Dude, I think I'm gonna have to change because I'm getting resisted a lot. So let's wipe this out for now. And I'll make those changes because server reset for me is in just a few hours. So what I can do is I can wipe out to get a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna wipe out here as well. We'll wipe out Infinite Pot to get all those cubes. And now I think we have enough to upgrade some things too. Do I have enough to? I can dump a few more into Shadow. Sorry, chat. I'm just chasing the red dot real quick. You know how it be. Come to Us USA said manual controls OP. They really are. Sometimes you just got to make decisions for your character because they're generally really good at stuff, but like movement is not their forte. So occasionally you just kind of got to go in and show them what's what. We'll summon here. I've got 2 more tickets to redeem. More tickets. Oh, I got a premium ticket. We take off the skip animation for this. Oh, dude, I was so close to the 150. Still haven't gotten the 150 on that. I was so close, Koji. That's not... There's always next time. We'll take this. Take that. I think I'm going to scrap some stuff because I have a lot of really good stuff for my build right now, so I'm just going to scrap the things that are not quite up to snuff. I don't think I've really leveled up my allies that much. So we can dump there, we can dump into here, so that way I should be getting additional damage from them. Okay, I finally reduced the red dots down to a manageable level. I feel like I'm an exterminator and I'm just trying to wipe out like an infestation of red dots. If you're not careful, they can take over. They can take over your home. The update is later today. So if you've downloaded the game and you're looking forward to the Summoners War collaboration, you can play it tonight, you can play it tomorrow. That's when it's coming out. And then you can start making progress towards getting Artemiel and some of the other collab monsters. Let's just take out this desert spider real quick while I say, chat, I've really appreciated you guys hanging out today. This has been a really fun stream. I've loved doing this with you guys. I hope y'all are enjoying watching Soul Strike content. There's gonna be more of it. I think I said it earlier in stream too, but we're actually gonna have 2 next week. So you can come back on Monday, same time, same time, same place. Come here and watch it. Wherever you're watching right now, you can watch the stream again. So that's Come to Us USA on YouTube or Come to Us USA on Twitch. And I'll be playing some more Soul Strike, but it's going to be in celebration of the Summoners War collaboration. So I'll be summoning for them, and hopefully I will try to get some skills for them too. Like we got that homunculus summon skill. I'm saving my tickets for that, saving my ally tickets. Let me know if you guys get anything cool, and I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you, everybody.